Welcome to the ultimate Go High Level email marketing tutorial. By the end of this video, you will know how to set up your email in Go High Level, improve your email deliverability so you always land in the inbox and not in spam, learn how to use the entire Go High Level email template builder and just their builder in general, and I'm going to give you a complete strategy, okay, so you can create high converting campaigns as soon as today. Then I'm going to show you how to use Go High Level's automations to automate your entire email marketing process so you can remove yourself and save a ton of time. Last but not least, I will show you how to look at email analytics inside of Go High Level so you know what's working, what's not, so you can improve and make more money. So buckle in, get ready, because this is going to be the most in-depth email marketing tutorial on Go High Level available on YouTube. Let's jump right in. So this is going to be the outline of today's video. Number one, we're going to be going over setup and email deliverability. Okay, so that's basically making sure your email is set up properly so you always land in inbox as opposed to spam. Then we're going to be going over the complete email builder tutorial. So how to actually create said emails and what they look like, and how the Go High Level email builder even works for email. Then number three, we're going to be going over email strategies. So I'm going to show you how to create actual email sequences and campaigns so you can actually send this stuff out and start making money from a list or spreading awareness or whatever you're trying to do as soon as after this video. Number four, which will be automations, which is going to be how to automate these three steps, which will save you a ton of time. That's what we love about High Level, okay? It has this entire system built in so you can create something and then use AI and automations to take it off your plate. You get all your time back. And guess what? Time is money, so it's more money. Last but not least, number five, analytics. So important. It basically shows you what's working, what's not working, so you can see real-time data and know, okay, we need to do less of the thing that's not working and more of the thing that's working, which will help you tremendously. So the first thing we're going to jump into is set up an email deliverability. Let's jump right in. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to come to your sub account, you're going to go right down to settings, and you're going to go right into email services. The way this works is once you get in, you're connected to either LC email or Mailgun. They're actually the same thing. LC email is white label, but it's actually cheaper and in High Level, so it's better. Long story, not going to get into it. But basically, you have to just make sure that one of these is picked, which again, you're just going to pick just like this once it's configured. Okay, LC email is cheaper and better. And once you have that, you're set up. But here's the problem, because setting up the email part and just having this is pretty much done already from the get-go. The hard part, when you don't have this, is finding out how to use a domain to send from. Because if you don't have any dedicated domain or IP, you're going to be sending from Go High Level's domain, which has been abused by like a gazillion people that are on High Level because they don't understand this. And what that then will mean is your emails are going to go to spam or promotions tab, which by the way is way worse. You don't get into their inbox and your emails aren't effective. Spam blockers have become so advanced now that they read the emails and they know exactly what's going on. And AI, it's much harder to get in people's inboxes. But if you do a couple of things I'm going to show you, it'll be that much easier and your email campaigns will actually work. Okay, so the way this works right here is you want a dedicated domain. So all you're doing is taking a domain and creating a subdomain email off it so the emails can launch from said subdomain. It's very easy. And this is where you do it. First, you're gonna need a domain. If you don't have a domain in domains or you transfer a domain, please go to my channel and watch videos on that. I'm assuming you know how to put a domain in here. If you don't, you can either buy one off High Level or get one off GoDaddy. Those are the only two I recommend. The rest of them are just not as good. So once we're in here, we go to email services, we're going to come right in and we're going to click dedicated domain and IP. Then what we're going to click is add domain. So this is how you create your subdomain. You do a word or a name or a phrase .mydomain.com, which would be whatever your domain is. So for this, mine will be David's Plumbing and Sons. That's going to be the domain we're going to be using. It'll be whatever domain you have or you want to use for your client. Deck, so short for Declan, boom. That's going to be the domain that these emails now send from. But the master domain will be David's Plumbing and Sons. So again, just to reiterate, you pick whatever you want. It can be whatever word, fish, cow, tree, your name. I recommend you make it something that's related to a name or a business, and then and then your domain. And once you have it, that's going to be your new subdomain that you send from. Then you're just going to click add and verify. Now it's going to open up two different options. Okay, number one, it's going to have this right here, and you can click continue. If you're through Go High Level, okay, or through GoDaddy, you click continue and it's going to automatically add these records and you're pretty much done by just clicking continue. How awesome is that? But in this case, I'm just going to assume you may not have these, and I'm just going to show you how to do it manually, because sometimes the continue doesn't work. Okay. But what we're going to do is we're going to add record manually. But again, you can just click continue and it'll do it automatically for you. But we're going to click add record manually. Okay. We're just going to copy and paste these records into our DNS. So whatever domain provider you're going to look for DNS, and you're going to come right in here. We're going to add these records. So we're going to click add record. I'm going to come right in here. I'm going to do TXT record. That's number 1. We're going to go, okay. Okay. Boom, right there. I like that. Okay. Then we're going to come right in here. We're going to click copy here. We're going to come right back here. I'm going to click paste. And then we're going to go, okay, the value, copy, I'm in here, paste. And then, wow, perfect. Just like that. And then we click save. And then we're just going to do this a bunch of times. So we're going to come here. We're going to do number 2, which will be TXT. We're going to come right in here. We're going to paste that right there. And then we're going to do this right here, required value. And we can just keep adding it like this. This is also a way you can do it. CNAME, whatever provider you have, you just copy and paste. Simple as that. Add more records. CNAME, MX. Just come right here. We click this. And then right here we do copy, put this in right here. So then in priority, this is what gets tried first in the mail server. So what you can do is you can do lower or higher. 10 is going to be what's going to be sent first. 20 or whatnot, whatever you do later, will be sent last. But what we're going to do is we're just going to add 10 for both of them. So we're going to do another MX record. We're going to do MX. Okay. We're going to do this right here, right there. Do that right there and do 10. And then we're just going to do save all records. So you're just going to click this. It's going to update the DNS records. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come right here and we're going to verify the records by clicking that. So boom, it's gone through. How cool is this? Now, the thing is they're not all verified. So we have to make sure they're verified. So we're going to click verify domain. Boom, just like that. They are all verified and you're good to go. Then we have the DMARC record, which is actually a bonus, which will help you a lot more. And what this does is it protects from spoofing, spamming, and a bunch of other stuff. I even show you right here in this article and come right down here. It helps with your visibility, brand protection, and security. So it'll just give you that much more of a boost, helping you land, okay, in inbox and not in spam. So what we're going to do is we're just going to add the DMARC record, okay, in here. So we're going to come back in here. We're going to go to DNS. We're going to do add new record. We're going to come right back here. We're going to, okay, TXT. We're going to click this right here, TXT. And we're going to go, we're going to copy this right here. We're going to copy, okay? We're going to paste. We're going to come right back in here and we're going to do this right here. Copy this jump right back, paste, and then click save. And then we're going to update the DNS records. Then we come right back here and we click verify domain. So right here, it's saying not verified, but it actually does take time to get verified because you can see right here, it's added. Sometimes on the servers, it just takes a little bit long, but it has been added. So it's good to go. So now that you have this all added, you're good to go. And this right here will help you get into inbox so much better. It also avoids spam because it's going to be a brand new subdomain that you can now launch emails from. And anytime one gets burnout, or if you do a ton of emails on one of these, what you can then do is you can then always come back, follow this exact same process. I just went over and create another one. And it could be deck 2, deck 3. So now that you understand this, you now have unlimited tries, and it'll say SSL issued, which is good. It means it's secure. So you have unlimited tries essentially off domains, and you can switch domains and whatnot. So this just helps with email greatly. And a lot of people don't even have this set up like at all. And if we go back and we come all the way back to this initial, you'll see right here, it now says this right here, which is deck.davidplumbing&sons, which is now the domain email we can launch from. So it's awesome. And now you can see that we have officially set it up. So now you set up your own subdomain for email, and it's helping your deliverability a lot. But there's a couple more things we can do. So we're going to come right into business profile, okay? And we're going to scroll all the way down, and you're going to see general. The first one you want to check on is this right here, mark emails as invalid due to hard bounce. So if they're bouncing off of the email because it's getting weeded into spam, email provider and algorithm is detecting it, you want this checked on. This will help greatly, so you're not sending out the same email to people that don't want it. So this will help with your deliverability that much more. So then this is another one I recommend you turn on, except this will cost a tiny bit of money per email sent. But what this does is this verifies each email to make sure they are real. So this can be really good. Okay, it's going to go in and verify all the emails just to make sure your list is perfect. So that is something you do. I mean, it's so cheap. It's 0.025. I mean, it's like not even half a cent. It's super affordable. But that is something you can check on, and it's gonna help your email deliverability that much more. And then last but not least, you're gonna want to have this checked on, which is make emails compliant by adding an unsubscribed link to email. You have to have an unsubscribed link. It's mandatory, but you can customize it right in here. You can click apply this change to all sub accounts and we'll go through all of them. But what this is going to do is this is going to basically create an unsubscribe link on your email so they can go, I don't like this, unsubscribe. If you don't have unsubscribe links, you're not being compliant. So you have to have an unsubscribe link. Like you just got to. Some people skip out on this and it's going to hurt you a lot because it can also read, the AI and the algorithms can read these emails and know what's what. So you're going to want to make sure that is also checked on. So between having these three checked and then having your subdomain properly configured and set up like this, you are now ready to go and your email is locked and loaded and the email is way better now. It's that much closer to always landing an inbox. So this is huge that we did this. So now that we have this already, we now need to go into a couple more key things to make sure your emails are really good so they also deliver, because this isn't just enough, okay? It's not just about setting this up. You also have to have quality emails and other things, which we're about to go into. And then I'm also going to show you a list of things that you absolutely do not want to do. It will absolutely kill your email deliverability. And I'm going to go into those right now. Okay, so here are 3 tips to improve your deliverability. Okay, this is within the email side of things. So number 1, remove bad emails. Use GoHighLevel to delete old or fake emails. This is important. If you have a bunch of people that unsubscribed and they don't want your stuff or they're not interested and you keep emailing them or they're not even real emails, this is going to hurt you. It's going to hurt your score. Clean house. Make sure you're only hitting targeted quality emails that are real. Number 2, craft simple emails. Please keep your emails short, add real value for readers with one action to take, okay? What a lot of people do is they come in and they put images, the videos, links going everywhere, 5 paragraphs. That's like so much. Just keep it simple. Just text to start off with, simple with one call to action. That is going to help you a lot. And by the way, a little sneak peek, we're going to be getting into strategy later in the video. So I'm sure you got to craft these emails in a good way. But still, you got to know this because this is like really, really important. And a lot of people, they will use the GoHighLevel templates and they'll create these really in-depth emails with pictures and images and all this stuff. It's just terrible. So please craft simple emails, keep them short, keep them to the point with one call to action, not a gazillion links, and it will help your deliverability that much more. Then number 3, warm up your emails. So send a few emails daily. Okay, it would be a few hundred to new contacts to build trust with your email providers. This is so important. So if you go to GoHighLevel's website and you go into email warm up, you can just type that into the website. You can actually see this right here, which is their actual sending recommendations. So stage 1 would be 100 per hour, 300, 600, 700, and then that way you can build it up. Because you can't just immediately send, 25,000 emails out. It will hurt you because all of a sudden it's like this email is not warmed up, it hasn't been sent, and now it's going to mass volume. Bad idea. Follow this exact guide on their website. Again, you can just type in GoHighLevel email warm up and it'll pop up. You just scroll down and this is it. You just follow this very carefully. So you can send a lot. It's not like 5 emails. You can send 100, a couple hundred. But if you're trying to do big email campaigns, the last thing you want to do is just not warm it up. It's just going to hurt you. And then later on, it's going to affect you. And it's just a cascade of effects. You're not going to get anywhere. So please warm it up and follow this guide. It will help you tremendously with your deliverability. So these are 3 short tips that will help you greatly. You need to start doing them now. But now I'm going to go over things that you absolutely do not want to do, which I call these the no-nos, okay? Number 1, no warm up. Start small with new domains to protect deliverability. We just went over warming up, so it's pretty clear. Don't not warm up, okay? Please warm your emails up. So important, okay? Number 2, spammy words. Don't put in words like free, all caps, act now, or money sign, or, free money, or, just avoid that because, again, spam filters have become more advanced. And when you add AI on top of it, it can read the emails and know exactly what you're doing. So avoid the spammy clickbait words, okay? No unsubscribe link. Oh my gosh, this should be so obvious. Always include it to stay compliant and protect your reputation. You got to have an unsubscribe link. This is no an if, ands, or buts. You just have to have it. It'll literally destroy you if you don't. Number 4, ignoring bounces. So clean your list. Bounces and compliance hurt your domain, okay? I'm going to go in depth in this more on the analytics side at the end of this video, but you want to make sure that your list is constantly being cleaned. You're not just sitting there hammering the same people. That's why I like using automations, which I'm going to get to later in the video too, which shows you how to segment leads so you're not constantly messaging the same people. Okay, image only emails. Don't just send images or memes or videos. Even if you do that with a ton of text, I recommend you gradually put that in. For right now though, just use text-based emails. It's way better and it will definitely have a way better chance of not going in spam. Then inconsistent sending. Okay, you have to send regularly. You can't just go for 1,000 emails, take a 2-week break, 2,000 emails every day. Send a little bit, build it up. You can set on drip mode. You can do these things on high level, these tools, again, which I'm gonna show you later, which will help greatly, but you want to make sure that you are actually doing them, okay? Because if you just randomly send and then you stop and then you send, you basically look like a spammer. You don't want to do that. So again, quick list of no-nos. You want to warm up your emails, okay? Don't use spammy words. Have an unsubscribe link. Don't ignore any sort of email bounces. Don't use image-only email. Keep them simple. Just have text for now. And then inconsistent sending. Please keep on a schedule. It will help you greatly. So please do not do these things, okay? This will hurt you bad. So now that we've gone through email deliverability and that is now done and you know how to do it, is now time to move on to the email builder tutorial. Let's jump right in. Okay, so you're going to come into your sub account and you're going to go right on down to marketing and you're going to click it. Then you're going to come right into emails and you're going to be brought to these tabs right here. We're just going to click campaigns to start with. You can toggle in and out through here. Be brought to a page that looks like this, and up here between campaigns and templates, it's the same thing right here. But we're going to start with templates first because you need templates in order to create campaigns. So in both of these, you're going to have these basic buttons down here, which are the same. So number one is going to be your recent templates. Number two is going to be a list. You want it to be like this or down. You can search for your templates right here, and then you can create filters, or you can create a folder with different templates. It's just basic user interface. Then in here, we're going to click new, or down here, which is create template, which will bring you to these exact things. So the first thing is create template from existing campaign. So if you've already sent out an email blast, you can choose the exact campaign you want selected, and it will create a template off of it. All the template is a pre-made email that you can take and add to campaigns or add to automations, which we're going to get into in a sec. Then we have email marketing templates. In GoHighLevel, they have an entire list of pre-made marketing templates for you for email. Now, in the beginning, I don't recommend using a lot of images and making this crazy. So we're just going to start with basic text, but they have pre-made templates, which is pretty cool. I mean, they have all these different categories, all these different niches. You can just search them, you know, just like this, click whatever you want. You just click it when you're done. You click continue, and then you have your email template. As simple as that. And that way you have access to unlimited email templates, which is pretty dang cool. Then you have blank templates. So this is just design editor, code editor, plain editor. Okay, this is just basic drag and drop. This is going to be code, like how to do it from code scratch. And this is plain with nothing. We're going to recommend you use this, but we're going to get into that in a second. Then right here, you have import email. So this is if you are using other software. So let's say you're using MailChimp, ActiveCampaign, or Kajabi. Okay, it's going to give you different instructions on how to bring campaigns in from other softwares into GoHighLevel. And you would just play with it like that. You literally just click it, you follow the steps. It's as easy as that. So that is how templates work. And those are your 4 options. Then in campaigns, okay, these are going to be the email campaigns filled with the templates. So to do this, we can either click this right here or click new right here, and you can do blank. Remember, it's all based on templates. We can click this. We can do email marketing templates. Same thing as before. You go through, you find the exact template, you click it, you then click continue, you then have your template, or you can click your templates, which is a list of templates that you have already created, okay? And you can reuse those again and again and again. So that's how the campaigns work. Remember, again, campaigns have templates inside of them. So you're just making up a campaign with templates. Then under here, you'll see workflow campaigns. And all this is where you're going to see all of the automation actions with emails included. So if we were to click create campaign, it's just going to take us straight to the automations tab in GoHighLevel. Just like this, setup, and then you're in automation. So then once you understand that, we then have settings for campaigns. So we're just going to click this and we brought to the settings for the campaign. So first we have attribution, which is just how long you can track said email campaigns and the data within them. And you can do this with all campaigns or campaigns with products, and you can pick the exact amount of days you want, and then you click save. Then we have verified sender emails. So in here, you can verify the email you will send, okay? And this is going to help with your deliverability. So you can come and you can put your exact email in, and then what it's going to do, it's going to send a verification code to that email, and you're going to copy and paste this exact verification code you got from the email you put in right in there, and then click verify, and then you will have your email address verified, which will help a lot. Then we have sender preferences. So this is the default email setting. So you can go in and put your exact email for sender, which will always be the sender, and then you can obviously change it, but it's the direct one. And then recipient to, and then the default recipient, so who's it's going to. And what you can do in here too is you can click this right here, contact. So you just pick which sender email you want and who you want the main recipient to be. Again, this is sender, this is default, and then you click save and you are good to go. Then we have fonts. In here, this just lets you pick what kind of font you want every email to have. So you come in here, you just pick whatever you want. I don't think we want that one, but you pick what you want, and then you click add font, and it's then going to be the default font for your campaigns and across the board, just on your emails in general. Then we're going to click tracking. So this is just tracking your performance. So the first one we have is click performance tracking. When this is enabled, all links will be tracked and it will basically go through and track the performance of said campaign. And then we have UTM tracking, which is just going to help you track the campaign data better through here, through source email, medium email marketing. And these are added to URL to track extra stuff. So for example, you can track where it's coming from, identifying the source, okay, what campaign. It's just that extra bit of data. So once you have this the way you want, you just click save and you are good to go. And again, you can add more custom UTM parameters, which will just get your tracking that much more dialed in. Last but not least, you have statistics, which is just going to show you how all the campaigns are performing. I'm going to go in depth on analytics at the end of this video, so don't worry about this right now, but this is a way you can see them just like this and how your campaigns are doing. So now that you understand campaigns, templates, statistics, how this whole thing kind of works, just like where to go to find stuff, I now want to take you through actually creating an email just so you can see how the builder itself works. So we're going to come right in here. We're going to click blank template and we're going to click this right here, design editor. So right in here, it's very much like the other Go High Level builders. You can just take what you want, drag it in and drop it right here. And then you have that extra editing right on the side here, but you can put, buttons in, you can put social media, you can really put in whatever you want. And all you do is you drag and you drop just like that. So it's just like the other editors, very simple. And then you would just configure your email right in here. So hello, or type in whatever you want. By the way, in the next section, I'm going to be going over strategy. So how to actually create emails, like the entire thing. Right now, this is just showing you how to use the builder so you understand. So don't worry too much about that. I'm going to be showing you how to do that. And then right up here, you can edit the heading, the font, the size, what color you want these things to be, whether you want it bold, italicized, underlined, strike through, really all these things, making it linked. You basically just have all these extra features, just like a Word doc. So you can edit this email that much further. This is where you'll name it. And then right over here, you just have a couple basic things. So you have section. This just allows you to pick, if you have a big email, the sections. Okay. Appearance. This is just going to give you a little bit more editing. So what colors you want, how you want the buttons to look. And you can do that over here when you just click this right here. And then we click this, it'll pop up right on this left-hand side to also do that. I'm expecting you understand the basic rubric builder of High Level. It's all the same. Go watch my website video or my forms video. It's all the same. I'm just expecting you to know this. If you don't, please go watch these videos or drop a comment down below and I'll explain. But it's really the same thing. You just come in, you figure out what you want. You change how you want. Do you want it to show up on desktop, mobile only, simple stuff like that. And then saved items is anything you have saved so you can use for later use. It's very simple. It's very straightforward. You come in here, you find what you want, you drag and drop it in here, you click it again, and then you edit it on the side to further edit your email or whatever you want. And you have all the settings you could possibly want on this left-hand side. Then right in here, you can see what it looks like on desktop versus what it's going to look like on a mobile phone. And then you can undo and do just like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to call this new template 7. Okay. And we're just going to click save template. So you can make this look semi-okay. But again, that's how it works. Once you're done with save, you'll click back. Okay. And there it is. It's right here. You could preview it. You could clone it. You could share it with other people. You could upload to your email template so you have it forever. You could move to one of the folders. You could create a campaign right off of it. And then you could archive it or delete it all together. So it gives you all of that functionality. So that is the email marketing interface in a nutshell. I went through it. It's very simple. It's very straightforward. If you have any questions on this, please drop them down below. I will answer, but it's quite straightforward. And if you have to rewatch this part just to understand the basics, I'd recommend you do that because it will help a lot. So now it is time to go over email strategy. This is probably my favorite part because this is going to be showing you how to actually create emails that you can plug in. I'm going to show you some awesome shortcuts and then how to automate this. So this is going to be a really, really valuable part of this video you have to watch because this is how to actually create email campaigns, put them into High Level and use them so you can start sending out emails as soon as today. Okay, before we jump into that though, I just want to let you know, if you are interested in High Level, I have a 30-day free trial down below, an exclusive 30-day free trial link where if you sign up with that, you'll get free access to me one-on-one. You'll get access to tons of snapshots in every vertical. You get access to a private community where you can talk to people, interact, live calls every week with me and my students. Then you'll get access to proprietary trainings on Go High Level, how to master it, how to sell it, how to do prospecting, and so much more. To get all of these free bonuses and free goodies, all you have to do is go right down below, sign up using my link. let me know, and then we will be good to go. So again, if you're interested in a high level and you're interested in really learning it fast, go right down below and sign up for that 30-day free trial link. So now that we've gotten past 1 and 2, we can now move on to number 3, which is the email strategy side of things. Guys, this is one of the most exciting parts. This is how you craft emails and create different kinds of sequences to sell people or just engage your email list. Let's jump right in. There are really 3 different kinds of email sequences, and those 3 are the welcome sequence, the sales follow-up sequence, and then the newsletter sequence. So number 1, the welcome sequence. This just helps new subscribers to your list learn about your brand. This is the first thing that happens when someone opts into your form. This is not what you would use for cold email. This is very much if you were trying to build a list and you have people opting on your website, this is the first sequence. It just lets them know what's going on. This is really important, especially for a lot of service-based business owners. They just need something to get people engaged. Then we have the sales follow-up sequence. This will turn interested leads into customers. This is sales. This is what businesses and SaaS agencies need a lot. This is how you get people once they opt into your form, okay? Once people go to your website, once people message you, once you put people into a pipeline. This then does a follow-up sequence to sell them. This is how you make direct money with email marketing. The sales side of things where you're just constantly hitting people. With the welcome sequence, you're more warming them up. The sales sequence is there to sell them. Then you have the newsletter sequence, okay? This is what keeps subscribers engaged over time. Think of this as a way to just keep people in your system, okay? And this is very much value-based, okay? This is like, oh, here's this free PDF, here's this free checklist, here's this free course, here's this free audit of your website. It's just value to keep people on your list so they have a reason to open your emails. Okay. And yes, like I said before, there is a couple more, but these are the 3 broad ones. Okay. So now what we need to do is we need to create these, because depending on what you're doing for yourself or for your clients, you most likely don't have these set up or you have automations attached to this. So this is incredibly, incredibly important. So now what I want to show you is how to create each one of these and create entire sequences and campaigns so you can use as soon as you're done with this video. Let's check it out. I have 3 different prompts that I have created for you that you can use an AI to generate this for you. Now, what a lot of people do is they just go over to ChatGPT and they just say, make me 3 emails on this. And it turns out horribly. The emails don't really make sense and they sound like a robot. I have tested and created these so you can have realistic sounding emails that are short and not massively long and super confusing. You have to have the right prompt in order for it to work. Now, what I have here is a welcome sequence prompt, a sales follow-up sequence prompt, and a newsletter sequence prompt. I built these for you so you can just take these, copy and paste it, put it in AI, fill this out, and then you now have your sequence done. Okay, this has been tested. This actually works. If you need this, it's just right down below in a link. You can get access to these to copy and paste. It's all yours. I'm completely free. I'm not asking for anything. But this is an easy way for you to immediately start just getting email campaigns out there. Now, you may want to go a little more in depth. You can add to this. Feel free to do that. There is always more you could do. But for the most part, this will do just what you needed to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a welcome sequence prompt. Okay, we're going to do this right here. We're going to copy this and we're going to come right over to AI and we're going to paste this. But now what you need to do is you need to fill out every single one of these bracketed parts so it's unique to you. I will fill this along with you. Okay, let's start with this. So what we're going to do is we're just going to create 3 email welcome sequences. We're going to do Declan's CRM. Remember, you put your business name in, guys. Just follow along just like that. Okay. My product or service is going to be CRM software. Again, I do not know what you're doing, but please put in exactly what you would put in. So if it's lawn mowing, put, weed eating, lawn mowing, cutting grass, like all the things that pertain to your business there. And then you're going to put in a professional tone, okay, over a time frame of, we're going to do 5 days. Again, you just put in how you want this to go. Just follow along, direct me. If you have questions, drop them down below. We're just filling in the prompt just like this. Start with a thank you email delivering a freebie. So what I'll do is I'll put free CRM setup guide. You put in whatever your freebie is. That could be a free estimate. That could be 15% off. That could be whatever you want it to be. Just put it in some sort of incentive. We did that. And introducing my brand, then include emails sharing. We're going to do CRM tips. Again, put in some sort of value there and end with a call to action. And we're going to do a free trial. Again, you're going to put in whatever pertains to your business. Just follow along exactly like I did, okay? And just plug this in. Now, if you want to go more in depth and add stuff, feel free to, okay? You can do whatever you want. Make sure you pause the video, you either do this with me or you pause it and fill this out right here. Once you have it all filled out and it's matching your business, you're going to click this right here. And look at this. It's now going to give you all of the stuff you need. Okay? Now, you're going to want to make sure that you plug in an actual guide or whatever you're using. You don't want to just have it be nothing. But we now have all of our emails. How cool is that? It is generated. And by the way, you don't have to use ChatGPT. You could use Grok, Gemini, Bard, whatever you want, and just plug it in like that. But make sure you follow, just as I said, to get these emails. Again, a lot of you guys are just going to ChatGPT and just saying, generate me emails. And it turns out horribly. Take a little bit of time. Put this into the prompt so you get a quality email. See this? This is short. It's not loaded with emojis, loaded with stuff. It's short, straight to the point, and good. Remember all the stuff I said earlier to land in their inbox? This covers it. So make sure you follow this. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get these emails and we're going to put them into GoHighLevel. So have this all pulled up, and then in another tab, have the email marketing pulled up as well. So then what we're going to do is we're going to click templates, and we're going to come right in here. We're going to click new, and we're going to do blank template. We're just going to click design editor, and we're going to click select. Guys, I'm going to show you a massive shortcut that's going to go hand in hand with automations. It's going to save you so much time. So follow along. Guys, there is a method to this. A lot of times you can automate the sequence because a lot of people just go, create the emails, and then it's not automated and you waste a ton of time. I'm not trying to have that. I respect your time and I'm trying to save you more of it. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to get rid of this right here. Okay, we're going to leave this up here because this helps view email browser. It helps with deliverability. We're going to come right in here. We're going to drop this text block right in here. We're going to delete this part. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come right back here and we're going to copy this right here. Okay, everything you have. You're going to want to probably put a custom value in like that, but we're just going to click this right here and we're going to click paste. So now we have our name in here. You can just click enter. So right here, I would make this smaller, just like the rest of them. You can leave it bold, and you might want to put in a custom field, custom value. Then right in here, we're just going to do thanks for joining Declan Sierra. Make sure everything looks good. Okay, maybe do a little space right there. Just make sure it looks basic. With your free guide, you're going to click this right here, and you're going to click this download part. Now, remember, just like earlier in the video, you got to warm up your emails before you start really giving a lot of links and juicy stuff like this. So please make sure you do that first. Then you would just click this right here. You'll put in the URL, leave that way, and click save. And it will then link that to what you're doing. Then I would just come down here and I would click enter, and you are good to go. As simple as that. Then what you're going to do is you're going to come right in here. Okay, you're going to come right to settings. Once you have this, guys, there's a method to the madness. We're going to do Declan from email. We're going to put exactly what the email. We're going to do Declan Wizard 777 at gmail.com. And then what we're going to do is you're going to come right back here and you're going to copy the subject, okay? Boom. You're going to come right back and you're going to paste this, guys. There is a method. I'm going to show you here in a second. It's going to save you a lot of time. But you're going to add this right like this. Then you're just going to click save. By the way, this is awesome because it's custom value and it's going to pre-put in their first name. So we're going to click save. Okay, so once this is done, we now want to name it. So we're just going to do E1. Now you put in whatever you want. The name of it, dash this, name of that, dash. So you put whatever you want in here, but I recommend you label it like E1, E2, A3, and you could add more stuff, but make sure you label it so you know what's what in here. We're just going to do E1, okay? Then you're going to click save template. Then we're going to come back, okay? And by the way, you're going to want an unsubscribe link on all of your emails. You can come right into business profile and you make sure that this is on everything. You guys, you have to have it. Okay, I didn't put it on because of this or do that, but make sure you have an unsubscribe link. If you don't, you are not sending emails compliantly. It's illegal. Don't do it. You'll get canned for it. Make sure you put that unsubscribe link in. Okay, so we're going to go back to marketing. Okay, just follow along, guys. So now we're going to do, because we have it the way we like, we're going to come right in here. And once this is cloned, you can take a guess what we're about to do. We're about to come right back in and we're going to get this bad boy right in here. Okay, copy all this and do the exact same thing. Right like this. Click paste. Same thing. Okay, make sure this is all configured. I do not know why I did not go right there, but make sure this is all configured. Okay, just space this stuff out. Remember, put it in if you have it. Make sure you do that. Plug it in right there. Make sure you have it, okay? And then right in here under settings, okay, it's already going to be configured, except we're just going to switch out the subject. So we're going to come right in here. I'm going to do this. Ding, ding, ding. See how easy this is? It's going to save you a lot of time. But then we click this, and then we click save, and then you're done. So please make sure you go in and you make sure everything is linked up. Don't just say read CRM tips and it's not linked up. Make sure you go do that. So save your template, okay? Then we're going to go back and we're going to do the exact same thing for the third one. Again, guys, if you have 10, 20, 30, which in these prompts, if you go up here, you could add 40, whatever you want, however big your email sequence is, you're just going to do that for each and every one of these, because the goal is to reuse these templates every time new people come in. Now for newsletters, that's going to be a little different. And that was the third kind. That's going to be you coming up with new ideas every week. For this though, you're going to be reusing every time a lead comes in. It can be the same sales process, the same welcome sequence. It can just be the same thing. It doesn't have to be this new thing every time. And this is how you save a lot of time. Guys, so many of you that I talk to have no idea about this and you don't connect any of this properly. So this will save you so much time. So let's do the last one. So we're going to go to E2. We're going to click clone. We're going to do E3 and we're going to click clone. We're going to come right back in here. Okay. We're going to go to day 3. We're going to go like this. We're going to click this. We're going to come right back in here and we're going to do the exact same thing we just did. Okay. We're going to paste it. I probably should then paste this plain text. So learn from me. Don't be dumb like me. And then we're going to click this and then we're going to make everything look nice. However it looks for you. You just make that look nice. Make sure you connect it just like we did before. Then you come right in here. We go right into settings, same exact thing. Then we come right back here. We're going to get this exact subject right here. We're going to come right back in here and we're going to paste it. That way you now have all of this saved and configured. Okay, then you're going to click save template. So again, however many you create, you will do this process again and again because we will be reusing these in automations every week, every client, every time. This is how you save a lot of time in high level because when you see the automations part, this will all make sense to you. So now that you have this configured, I want to show you something really fast because you may be like, how do I even send an email? I'm just going to quickly show you how to send an email so it makes sense before we go into automations. If you do not know how to send any emails in high level, you come to campaigns. Okay, we will click new. We will click your templates. Then we choose the template you want. We're going to go, yay, we want this one. Okay, once you select it, you then look up here in this upper right-hand corner and it'll say send or schedule. You're going to click it. And then it's going to be brought into a page like this. Right here, you have multiple options. You have send now, where you can look at the sender email, the sender name, the subject line, everything looks good. Okay, you can choose a contact list. You can pick one. You can send to an entire smart list. You can choose from tags. You can pick whatever you want, and then you can just click review and send, and it will just send to whoever you want. Same exact thing, except you schedule it. You pick where you want it, how you want it, and then you pick the exact date and time which you want it, and then you click review and schedule, and it will schedule for you. Then you can batch schedule. This is really good for SMS texting, which we're not going to now. And this is also really good for just huge email lists in general. You're going to want to do this in batches, but you pick exactly when you want it to go out, how much you want it to repeat after, and this will send like a couple thousand emails at a time as opposed to just blasting a bunch of people. And then we have RSS schedule. By the way, RSS stands for really simple syndication, and it's great for blog posts and it feeds. So it's basically like you could sign up for a RSS feed on a news website and it will just automatically post any of the new stuff. So this can actually be really good if you have a really good niche content site. Say maybe it's Plumbers of America and they put out a lot of really quality posts. You could plug that link in here and it would email out the RSS feed. Really cool, saves you a lot of time. So those are the ways to immediately send. Again, you just click that up there and you're done. But then right down here, you basically have a spam sort, which is coming soon. This basically is pretty cool because it will show you how good it is. So this is obviously rated very high, but yeah, you're basically good to go. And that's basically how that works. So this is one way to send. You click the template, you click the campaign, and you go in and you click send. The other way to send emails very quickly is you come right into contacts, okay? Right up here. You'll just pick whoever has an email down here, pick who you want, come right here and click send email. This will pop up right here. You can click this. Then you can just put in email template. And look, it prefigures it out. You don't have to go in and do it because the template is already created. Then you just put the action and you click send email and it will automatically send to those people right there. And if you don't have a template, you can do this, where you just click send email. You don't click this, then you have to fill this all out just like this. So it just takes more time and then actually manually put your email in. But that's how you'll just send emails. If you're wondering, like, how do I send an email? That's how you do it. Those two ways. The first way and the second way is just going into contacts. If you were trying to send emails ultra fast just to a bunch of people to let them know, you'll do it in contacts. That's the quickest, simplest way. Campaigns is really how you do email marketing. Contacts is how you just send it really quick. And then to see where people respond and talk to, you will see it in the conversations tab. This is where all of the emails will pop up. This is how you'll see someone responded, who didn't, and then that's where you'll kind of see where it goes. It's not like an inbox. It's not going to be like they go into your Gmail. It's all going to be through here. So now that we've gone through 1, 2, and 3, and you know how to do the emails and you got them all locked and loaded, it's now time to move on to automations, which is how to automate your entire sequences on GoHighLevel. Let's check it out. So what we're going to do is we're going to come right into automations, okay? Then right up here in the create workflow, you can either select a recipe, which has a pre-built out email automation, or start from scratch. I'm just going to show you how to start from scratch. It applies to both what I'm about to show you how to do, but this is really neat way to save a ton of time. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick a basic trigger, okay? This can be anything, but we're just going to do form submitted. So let's say someone comes on your website and they fill out a form, okay? They fill out the onboarding form or whatever. Any form they have, they fill it out. And again, this is whatever trigger you want. This just depends on what you're trying to do. They have recipes pre-built on this. A lot of this you can build really easily on your own and write through recipes, so it's not a big deal. But say we're just going to do a basic form submitted like this, okay? Then what we're going to do is we're just going to do a quick wait. Let's do a wait of, let's do 5 minutes. Okay, we're going to click save action. Then this is what we're going to do, which is really going to be really cool. We're going to send email, okay? But instead of going and filling all this out, we come right here and boom, we're done. See how cool that is? So now what we can do is we can just plug this in very simply. Now your template is done and you're done. You just click save action and then we do the same exact thing for this. So what we're going to do is we're going to do copy all actions from here, copy here. And then what we're going to do with this wait is we're going to make it, 2 days. Because remember, we're spreading this out over a couple days. Then right in here, we come right down and we just click save action. And we do the same thing, copy all actions, paste right in here. We put 4 days. We click save action right in here. Boom, done. Automation complete. How simple was that? It's infinitely simple. And then you just name it and you save it. Same exact process for, let's say, a pre-built out automation or a really big automation that's a bunch of them. You would just go in and you would fill in all of your templates. And the thing is, guys, is a lot of you guys are going in and creating emails on the spot. If you build a base of templates, you can then have your entire welcome sequence done. Because remember, you create this one time, it goes out forever. So say you're doing this for business, okay? And you want an onboarding sequence. You could create these templates where once you have it done, you set it up, and then you could add this in any other account, anywhere else in your GoHighLevel account, and you can just keep reusing it. And it's done. The work is done. It's finished. You see how powerful that is, opposed to manually having to go in? Okay, like say we don't have a template. The template will already fill all of that out pre-configured. And it has different subject lines. I mean, it's all done for you. And again, guys, the reason I took the time to make this video today was to show you how much time you can save. And you can save a ton of time with this. So at this point, all you got to do is click publish, click save, and you're good to go. Obviously, name it. But you can do this for a vast array of different things. So you can do this with your sales sequences, with your newsletters, your welcome sequence, whatever you want, you now know how to do this. And if you have any questions on this or this is confusing at all, please drop a comment down below. I will answer. I'll get to you as soon as I can. That way I can help you out and show you just how powerful this is. So that's the automation side of things. It's that simple. And yeah, you have a bunch of different things you can now do with automations. So now that we've gone through email deliverability, email builder tutorial, email strategy, and automated all of these, I now want to show you where to find your analytics on your email campaigns, just so you know what's working and what's not, and really how to read some of this stuff. Because a big thing a lot of people do is they have no data, and it's really hard to make good decisions when you have no data. It will just leave you confused. Let's check it out. So the first place to really see basic data is coming into marketing, going in statistics, and just seeing how your campaign is doing. So how much revenue, the engagement, how many people the email was delivered to, the bounce rate, all this other stuff, just so you understand what this is. And these are really the big four. Number one is email delivered. How many people did your email actually get delivered to? How many times did your email bounce? So that's if your email goes to someone and then it bounces because they're a verified sender or it's a fake email or whatever. It means that the email actually didn't go through. Unsubscribed. How many people clicked the link and said, I don't want to be part of this? And then how many people complained about spam? These things are big to do with metrics, and you have to read them to know what's working and what's not working. Open rate, super important too. How many people of the email delivered to actually open this shit up, because a lot of people just ignore it. This is so important to know whether your list is good or not, because a lot of people are like, yeah, I'm doing email marketing, and they're not looking at data. You got to read this stuff, guys. So this is how you'll be able to figure out the basics and just know, okay, this is what I want to look out for. So what you want to look for mainly is emails being delivered at a high rate and then high open rates. That means it's doing well. Now, there's a bunch of other factors after that, but that's really big. If you're getting a ton of unsubscribes, a ton of spam complaints, and bouncing all the time, you probably have a crappy list. So look into that. So this is one way to look into metrics and statistics, is right through this tab. The other way is going down into settings, going right into email services, and looking at email analytics. Okay, so this is going to show you an even better overview of what's happening. So it'll show you in this sub account total how many emails have been sent, how many emails have been delivered, how many emails were opened, how many were clicked, how many people complained, how many bounced, how many subscribed, and how many failed. In email services, under settings, and every single sub account, you can see an entire view of what's going on. That way you can just know, is this working well or is this not? Because what a lot of you guys are doing is you're getting lists off the internet to do cold email, and you're just hammering, and you're not looking at the data. You're not realizing maybe this email list I got was trash. It was garbage. It wasn't good. And you guys won't know that unless you look at the data and go, it did suck. So those are two big ways that you can look at data and just know, okay, what's my delivery rate? Okay, what's my open rate? Then, last but not least, we have Google Postmaster tools. This is like analytics on steroids. It just helps you get that much more granular and lower into email marketing, so you know every single thing. Now, it's a free tool. You just have to get started and go through it, but that's a Gmail service where you can connect a Google Postmaster account to get in-depth data. So if you're a serious email marketer and you're like, okay, I'm going to be using HighLevel a lot, you're going to want to have this. If you're more just a basic noob, you're not going to need it. But that way you can really get this dialed in, and then you really know what's working and what's not. So thank you so much for watching. At the end of this video, there'll be another video popping in, which is the Go High Level Conversations tab. I highly recommend you watch it because that's where all your emails come into. It's how you add AI chatbots in the mix. That's going to pop up on the end of the screen. So I highly, highly recommend you watch that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check out that 30-day free trial link down below. And I look forward to seeing you in the Conversations video.